J. Krishnamurti is popularly known as, but he was Jiddu Krishnamurti, and some people say only Krishnamurti because his brother who had accompanied him to England later part of the life he died, and then he could not get that kind of attention which Jiddu Krishnamurti could get, and that's why we talk of Krishnamurti or at the most J. Krishnamurti. Starting his story, Jiddu Krishnamurti, right? He moved to Adyar. When his mother expired, his father moved to Adyar. They were four brothers. His father had joined a new society to raise his children. He joined the society at Adyar. The society was theosophical society. That theosophical society was a society which was a religious society, and basically society of Westerners, and they believed that if any Messiah of the world will come, that will come from East, and they have always believed that as regards religion, India is the gold mine of religious wisdom. So they had established one office in India, in Adyar side. The Theosophical Society president was Annie Besant, and she has belief in some mystical happenings, and that include that a divine soul in the form of a young child will rise, and who will get enlightenment, and they will lead the world into the future. So that's what is there. And Annie Besant's colleague was Charles Leadbeater, right? Charles Leadbeater. He had some kind of different life structure in England, but in India he was the colleague of Annie Besant. And one day, while the children were playing on the riverside, Charles Leadbeater noticed that the young boy was having a different kind of aura, different kind of purity on his face, and then he approached Annie Besant, and Annie Besant believed in Charles Leadbeater, and then they thought, okay, we will discuss this matter further. So, taking this further, this boy will lead the world for peace and spiritual salvation. The mind was clear, and the society believed that yes, we should see this boy, and they saw him as the reincarnation, in which they say was seen in Buddha, Jesus, or Muhammad. The society contacted the father of J. Krishnamurti and offered him to raise his son, and if we give it to the Theosophical Society. And since J. Krishnamurti was very fearful, or you say he was not pleased in the company of foreign nationals, English was a difficult language, he didn't know English at all, and then his father said, okay, they agreed, but then if you take his another brother Nitya also along with him. Thus Jiddu and Nitya were given to the Theosophical Society for their upbringing, daycare, and everything. And then the society started taking care of them. Initially, they were given the training of basic training, to the extent, I say, they how to sleep in bed, how to brush their teeth, use spoons to eat, all those things basic, because they believed that if you have to be messiah of Western world, you first must know their culture, their things, etc. And then when they become fit for meditation and for the studies, they were given to that also. And over a period of time, after say 3 years, it was decided now the time is enough, and they shall be brought up in England. So this all journey started in the in the England. And it is said that Jitu, he met after having left England. Jitu could meet his father only after 9 or 10 years, and both the brothers enjoyed the privileged lifestyle in England. Right, but Jitu noticed that he is not accepted by people, because he had noticed that at times people laugh when they introduce him as a messiah. So there were, but then still he was, since he is under the influence of society, and his privacy was at no place, and rather I should say that he was denied his privacy, because every time he was surrounded by teachers, secretaries, helpers, etc. And that pushed Jitu to search for the purpose, and he started looking for solace in empty slots and some kind of sports. In 1922, in USA, in Ohio, a small apartment where they stayed, there he was bit away from the light of media or secretaries and nothing, and a different kind of joy, happiness was seen on his face, and he started enjoying the life there, and Jitu felt happy and living there. He loved nature, so that's why he felt himself comfortable. By now he had become a good public speaker also. So that way, media started talking about him, media started following him, his daily life, whatever he said, whatever is weird, and like that become a story of the day. The order of the star in the east was a new society, a new organization was established only to establish Jitu Krishnamurti, right? That was only done to establish Jitu Krishnamurti, a new society. The Order of the Star in the East, a new body was established, and a dedicated magazine was established, and then badges, robes, everything was new. And then the Jitu Krishnamurti was a messiah in that society. He was literally being worshipped in that organization. In between, the 50th anniversary of the Theosophical Society timeline had come, and for that Jitu Krishnamurti was to travel to India. But at that time, unfortunately, his brother Nitya was suffering, and rather he was caught in a deadly ailment called tuberculosis TB, and he was not ready to move for that celebration. But somehow the society people, they convinced him that we all have spiritual powers, we know that nothing will happen to him. So under their influence, Jitu Krishnamurti agreed, and he joined the journey to come to India. So in September 1925, Jiddu Krishnamurti left for India. While he was on the ship, a telegraphic message came that his brother is no more. This was a great shock. This was a great shock to Jiddu Krishnamurti, and people say that Jiddu Krishnamurti was a different person from that journey till he landed at Bombay. His faith about the society's preaching, prediction, etc., was totally shaken. Krishnamurti was shaken, and this was observed by many people, and he stopped believing in the theories given to him by the Theosophical Society, right? And this shook many other peoples also, and that this made him I should say a teacher on an independent thinker, right? So at the age of about 34 this was, and then when he joined, he was 14. So right, 20, nearly for about 20 years, his thoughts, his thinking, all were under the teaching, preaching of the Theosophical Society. And the death shook him so badly that he said that he will not do anything now which he don't believe. I am repeating, he said that he will not do anything that he himself don't believe. And on 3rd August 1929, his speech was, "Don't rely me, find the truth yourself." That shook everybody. I repeat, his speech was, "Don't rely anyone, even me, find your truth yourself." So this 3rd August 1925 onwards, he started believing, he started preaching that the being is purely an individual matter. He said, "Find out yourself what is the truth, what is your truth, and do not rely on me." He said, "Do not rely on me," and he preached and he denounced the privileged life and came back to that small house in Ohio, where he felt himself very comfortable, and he abandoned or disowned all the privileges which were given to him by the society. And then he started preaching that no one, an individual can teach you or dictate you or teach you. I can't give you the light, you find it yourself. And then onwards, in 1960 onwards, he moved the world to establish schools, institutions, and he promoted that be a teacher, be an educator, and he strongly believed that education is the greatest, an educator is the greatest individual on earth, as it is he who brings up the children for the future. It is a sacred profession, and unfortunately in 1986, at the age of 90, we lost Jiddu Krishnamurti. He died in the same Ohio house where he had left roughly 40 volumes of his writings, thousands of hours of audio video recordings, and number of schools, foundations, etc. And then someone asked what he has left behind. This question was already asked to him, and he had already said, it doesn't matter whether I leave behind books, tapes, etc. You can destroy them all. If there is no one who have understand and who have believed in them, then I leave behind nothing. But if someone have understood my preaching, that is what I will leave behind. So this is this. If you have not known J. Krishnamurti, his story, you will not relish his 30 or 40 books which are there. And J. Krishnamurti is a reverend personality in the arena of religious spirituality and scientific thinking. All right. Thank you very much.